welcome to my vlog. I don't know, my brain just kind of went crazy. It's Tuesday the 18th of April 2017 and I am here for day 18 of SSSVEDA where I vlog every single day in April. So yesterday I asked if anyone had questions that they would like me to talk about on the vlogs. And a few of y'all posted some, so thank you so much. I have made a list and I will be getting to all of those during the rest of this month. But I also wanted to say, if you have a question that you would like Dammy and I to answer together, or if you'd like the hubs to answer something or whatever, on our weekly podcast, Geeky Girls Knit, we have a segment called Ask the Geeky Girls, and we answer questions from the thread in the Ravelry group. So if you have questions you want to ask to be on the podcast, go to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast group on Ravelry, and then look for the Ask the Geeky Girls thread and post your question there, and we'll answer it. We have never had a question asked that we have not answered. Sorry, I was putting lotion on my hands. I injured a nail and it's not fun, and so I'm having to like tape it and all that fun stuff. So, but for today, so I'm going to answer a question that actually two questions that Dee Dee asked. She asked several, but they're all kind of all different topics, so I'm going to break them up into other videos this month. So the one I'm going to answer today is a two-parter. What inspires the knitting patterns I design, and what are my favorite sock yarns? So I am inspired most often by geeky things like TV shows. So I have like tons and tons of Doctor Who patterns. I have, see, why did I not? What happens is I sit down to talk to y'all about this and then my brain like forgets stuff that I've done, because at this point I have released almost 50 patterns. So they all start running together. So I have done Doctor Who patterns. I have some Outlander patterns. I have a Firefly pattern. I have a Gilmore Girls pattern. I have a Hamilton pattern. I have a Battlestar Galactica pattern. I've got White Christmas inspired patterns. So that's what really started me, was Doctor Who patterns. And then since then, I've also done, obviously, the two coffee-inspired books where the patterns were inspired by different coffee drinks. And then I have also done, and this is my 4th year in a row to do it, I have done the sock pattern for what was the Indiebra Yarn Crawl, which is a yarn crawl between 3 shops here in Edinburgh. But this year they're expanding it to a craft crawl. So I think there's 7 shops now. So there's some sewing shops and things like that. But I'm designing the sock pattern for that this year too. I have done some patterns for the 2 Geeky Puffin Knitpalooza retreats that I co-hosted. I did a rainbow inspired pattern. And then I have, let me see, is that everything that I've done? No, I have a couple of shawl patterns that just were inspired by kind of geometric stuff. I've got the round, round, get around, and I've got the striations pattern. And then of course I have the top down preemie hat pattern, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it was just updated to be into my new format. And I also recorded a video for the Emily Ocker cast on that is used for that. So if you are, I'm adding more and more to it, but if you go to our website, javapearldesigns.com, there's a tutorials tab, thing there that you click on, and it has all the tutorials that we've created, and I'm hoping to add more and more as we go. Okay, so I think that answers it. Oh, I forgot about my stripy sleeves of warmth. Those were inspired by Emily of the Fibertown podcast, and needing something to have on your arms when you don't want to put a sweater on, but you want to wear a short sleeve shirt. Okay, so I think that is what inspires me. What do I have upcoming? I have a 12th Doctor pattern. I have a Dr. Donna inspired pattern. So those are the 2 new Doctor Who ones that'll be coming out. And then of course I said the Indiebra Craft Crawl one. And then I have a new Outlander one coming out. It's a shawl, and it will be a kit with Jess from Ginger Twist Studio. And then I also have an Anne of Green Gable shawl that will be a kit with Jenny of All About Yarn. And oh, we're going to be doing special kits for the Geeky Girls Knit 5th podiversary. We've been podcasting for 5 years at the end of August. So we're going to have some kits available to purchase, and I'm going to design a sock pattern based on that. And then Dammy and I are pondering what we are going to do for our next book. Spoiler, it will not be coffee because we've pretty much exhausted the coffee theme. So we have an idea and we're just trying to flesh it out. But Dammy's also working on a new collection inspired by a Broadway. No, they're off-Broadway, an off-Broadway musical right now. So she's working on that. Okay, I think that answered what inspires me. Things I love. That's what inspires me. Geeky shows, movies, drinks, and life around me. That's what inspires me. Okay, now the question about my favorite sock yarns. I opened up my stash on Ravelry to see because I've knit with so many amazing sock yarns. So I adore Ginger's Hand Dyed, which is our local yarn shop, Ginger Twist Studio, Jess's yarn. It is just amazing. Pandia's Jewels, Julia, she and I have done tons of collaborations together, and I just adore her stuff. Let's see, what else? There's some that West Yorkshire Spinners. It is a great commercial brand, but it is, most of it is self-striping, and it's very, very, very affordable. And so I love using that. What do I have coming up or that I've used? I've used a little bit of Strawberry Fields yarns, and I have another skein of it caked up to knit with. I didn't use this for socks, but Sarah's Texture Crafts yarn, I used it in my On the Sparkly Spice Market shawl and loved it. It was so beautiful. Rusty Ferret Yarns is fabulous. I used, well, it wasn't socks, but the Fingerless Mitts in our new book is out of hers, and I've got a couple more skeins of hers that I am looking forward to knitting with. I have some little yellow uke I'm looking forward to using. I've used some All About yarn and love it, and I have some more of it coming up. I just got a skein of La Bien Ami at Edinburgh Yarn Festival that I am so excited to knit socks with. I've used some of Gnome Acres, and it's really, really nice. I have some Countess Ablaze. Well, I used a skein of it for the On the Sparkly Spice Market shawl with Sarah's Texture Crafts and loved it. And I have another skein of hers that I cannot wait to knit up. Easy Knits is always a great one. Very Colorful Yarnings is fabulous. Love her stuff. And I also have a skein of a Homespun House. I've never knit with that before, so I am really looking forward to using that. Let me see if there's anything else that I, didn't, I'm trying to look in my all used up yarn to see what I've used that I may not have said. I think that probably is, Third Vault Yarns. I've used some of her stuff and designed some with that, and it was really, really fabulous. So those are my favorite sock yarns. Probably at my top three are probably Ginger's Hand Dyed, Pandia's Jewels, and West Yorkshire Spinners. But I love trying new dyers yarns. I really love to use indie yarn dyers stuff if I can. But when I'm looking for something really affordable, but still beautiful, I go for West Yorkshire Spinners. Okay, I did not intend to talk for 9 minutes about this, but I did. So, thank you so much, Dee Dee, for your question, and I will answer your other ones in upcoming videos. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below, and I will add them to my list, or go to the Ask the Geeky Girls thread in the Ravelry group, and we will answer them on the podcast. All right, I have a lot of work to get done today, so I probably should get to it. Since it's already 12 o'clock. I've been working, but then I took a break to exercise, but now I'm going back to working. So I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. All right, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.